An 84-year-old convicted sex offender has died after contracting coronavirus in prison, it has been confirmed. The prisoner at Humplittlehay in Cambridgeshire passed away in hospital on Sunday, the Ministry of Justice said. A source said he was found to have tested positive for the deadly bug, although it has not been confirmed if he died from coronavirus. It is understood he had been suffering from underlying health conditions. An investigation into the prisoner's death will be opened. A prison service spokesperson told Mirror Online. A 84-year-old prisoner at Humplittlehay died in hospital on the 22nd of March. Our thoughts are with his family at this time. As with all deaths in custody, there will be an independent investigation by the Prisons and Probation Ombudsman. A source told The Sun. There are a number of shared cells. It's not clear if others, including inmates and prison officers, have been affected. Humplittlehay is category male sex offenders. Prison and holds up to 480 inmates. As of 1 p.m. on Wednesday, 19 prisoners had tested positive for coronavirus across 10 different prisons, the Ministry of Justice said. Jails in England and Wales were put on immediate lockdown on Tuesday, with all visits cancelled as it emerged thousands of staff were in self-isolation. Joe Farrar, chief executive of the Prison and Probation Service, told the Commons Justice Committee around 300 prison and probation staff overall were self-isolating at present. Some 500 were prison staff, representing about 10% of the workforce, and 4 have tested positive for COVID-19, each in separate jails. There have been 3 prisoner escort and custody services staff and 8 probation staff who have also tested positive. Around 50,000 protective masks have been delivered for staff to use, and ban on bringing hand sanitizer into the prison had been lifted. Justice Secretary Robert Buckland has hinted he may have to consider some forms of early release for prisoners in bid to ease pressure on jails during the crisis. Peter Dawson, director of the Prison Reform Trust, said, "The risks of infection for people who live and work in prisons are acute, as the Justice Secretary has said. So while it is obviously right that the way of life in prisons should change dramatically, just as it has in the wider community, Robert Buckland is right to be considering forms of early release. In chronically overcrowded system, this will help keep people safe by reducing the pressure on both space and staff resources. For this to work, there will need to be support to organizations, many of them charities, that help prisoners on release. And it's vital that while creating some headroom through releases, the flow of people into prisons is also drastically reduced. That means not sending anyone to prison for all but the most serious alleged or proved offending, and not recalling people to prison in all but the most dangerous of circumstances."